And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life. Keep peace with your soul, with all its drudgery and broken dreams. It is still a beautiful world. Strive to be happy. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right. It's the International Decade of Healthy Aging, the International Decade of Ecosystem Restoration, the International Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, the Decade of Action for Road Safety, and the UN International Decade of Indigenous Languages. It's the 16th day of the 8th month of 2023, the International Year of Millets. A millet is a cereal grown in warm countries and regions with poor soils, bearing a large crop of small seeds, which are chiefly used to make flour. 2023 is also the International Year of Dialogue as a guarantee of peace. Put another way, it's the 16th day of the 3rd month of the 2023 North Atlantic hurricane season, and according to the local weather forecast, a Saharan air layer, SAL, is across the region. Additionally, a low-level jet stream is across the Central Caribbean. The Saharan air layer will linger into Friday. Thereafter, a tropical wave is expected to move across the island. The jet stream will linger across the Central Caribbean, bringing wind conditions mainly along the south coast. This afternoon and evening, look for partly cloudy skies with isolated showers and thunderstorms mainly across western parishes. It will be windy along the south coast, and tonight will become fair. Other current regional weather features: a high-pressure ridge across the northern Caribbean and a tropical wave across the eastern Caribbean. In terms of observances for this month of August in the United States, the month of August is being observed as Children's Eye Health and Safety Month, Gastroparesis Awareness Month, National Breastfeeding Month, National Immunization Awareness Month, Psoriasis Action Month, and Summer Sun Safety Month. It's Children's Day in Paraguay, Independence Day in Gabon. Elvis Presley is being remembered in the USA. It's Restoration Day in the Dominican Republic. The annual pilgrimage continues in Montserrat. It's Bennington Battle Day in Vermont in the USA. And the Festival of Souls continues in Shintoism. Hoy es miércoles el 16 de agosto 2023 y les saludamos en cualquier parte del mundo que nos están escuchando en este momento. Estamos muy agradecidos por el don de la vida y el privilegio de servirles en otra edición de su programa Both Sides of the Story, ambos lados de la historia. Nunca vamos a tomar su audiencia por sentado porque sabemos que ustedes tienen otras opciones y esta es la razón por la cual jamás olvidamos darle las gracias por elegir
Both sides of the story, ambos lados de la historia. De lunes a viernes desde las 2 hasta las 5 de la tarde, aquí en Power 106 FM. La misión continua para educar, capacitar, iluminar y estimular el espíritu empresarial. Bienvenidos. C'est mercredi le 16 août 2023 et nous vous saluons tous qui nous écoutez où que vous soyez dans le monde. Nous sommes reconnaissants du don de la vie ainsi que du privilège d'être à votre service par une nouvelle édition de votre programme Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre. Nous ne considérons pas votre fidélité comme allant de soi parce que nous savons que vous avez l'embarras du choix. C'est pourquoi nous n'oublions jamais de vous remercier de choisir d'écouter Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre, du lundi au vendredi de 2h à 5h de l'après-midi sur notre antenne Power 106 FM. Nous continuons notre mission d'éduquer, d'habiliter, d'éclairer et d'encourager l'esprit d'entreprise. Bienvenue. All we're saying is it's Wednesday, the 16th of August, 2023, and we greet you well, wherever in the world you are listening to us right now. We remain eternally grateful for the gift of life and the privilege to serve you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story. We don't ever take your listenership for granted because we know you have choices. And that's why we never ever forget to remember to say thanks for choosing to listen to both sides of the story, Monday to Friday, 2 to 5, right here on Power 106 FM. The mission continues to educate, empower, enlighten, and encourage entrepreneurship. Welcome.
Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career. However humble, it is a real possession that changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business. You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:15. Ooh la la. I see what I want at Phosphorus store-wide summer super sale. Come get your wires, breakers, LED downlights, solar lamps, LED bulbs, standing fans, and so much more. Shop Kingston, Mandeville, and Bungie Bay. Come get your smart locks, smart bulbs, video doorbells, and video cameras. You can't afford to miss it. Come shop. Come save at Phosphorus super sale. July 3 to August 31. See you there at Phosphorus. Open Sundays.
amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence.
Good afternoon to those of you listening to us on 106.1, 106.3, 106.5, 106.7, and 106.9. From Moran Point to Negril Point, from the Goat Islands to Galena Point. This is Power 106 FM, serving Jamaica and the diaspora. Hello to those tuned in via the Power 106 FM app, which you have downloaded from the App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on the nature of your device. Downloading is free. Listening is free whenever, wherever. We acknowledge those of you who have dialed a designated number to listen to Power 106 FM. That number from wherever in the world you are, 876. Let's do that again. That's 631-359-8281. 631-359-8281. And those in the UK and elsewhere can dial 0330-606-0953. 0330-606-0953. We're streaming live video on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page. If you're not there yet, log on to Facebook. In the search box atop the page, type DERVAN MALCOLM, and you too will be able to not just hear, but see what's happening in the studios of Power 106 FM. If you don't have a Facebook account, no sweat, there's always YouTube. All you need is a smartphone, a tablet, computer, laptop, desktop, any one of those. Then you need internet connection. Thereafter, internet connectivity. One sure way of testing for internet connectivity is by opening a browser like Google Chrome, for example. And if you're able to browse, then more power to you. If not, you might have a small matter on your hands to resolve. What's on your mind this afternoon? The lines are open wherever in the world you are listening or watching. What are your thoughts? What are your ideas? What are your recommendations, your suggestions, your criticisms, your concerns, your issues? Whatever it is, we want to hear. The lines are open, 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. We're also streaming live video on the Dervan Malcolm YouTube channel. Once you go to YouTube, type DERVAN MALCOLM, and you will have an idea of what's happening from that standpoint. As we like to do from time to time, a couple of the trending stories to get started. 2 guns seized at retirement dump in St. James. The St. James Police on Wednesday seized 2 guns during operations at the retirement dump in the parish. The guns have been identified as a Mac 11 pistol, submachine gun, and a Glock 9mm pistol. The seizures were made as part of, I believe that's an ongoing operation in Westmoreland, but this is St. James now. So the seizures were made as part of activities under Operation Surge. The police say more than 10 guns have been seized since Operation Surge began on August 8. As the Calypsonian says, too many guns in this town. This one have a gun, that one have a gun. Oh, they go shoot each other for fun. And when the men kill the men, all that remain is women. That Calypso piece on too many guns. And we have been having this plague for a very long time. And there's no end in sight. But that doesn't mean we stop finding solutions and making a difference in various ways. Faye Weller, good afternoon to you and our faithful listeners. Faye Weller says she is listening to us all the way in St. Mary. Welcome, Faye Weller. Thank you very much. Audrey Smith says, afternoon, Dervan and listeners, listening from Southampton, and that's in the United Kingdom. Thank you very much, Audrey Smith, and all the other Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica listening to us in the United Kingdom. Let's continue now with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Let's take a look at WhatsApp to see what's up. 876-365-3346. Tons of messages. A lot of them pretty much unrelated to anything we're likely to talk about on this program, but there are those who recognize the value of popping up on a platform such as this with a view to exposing their work to Jamaica and the diaspora. Let's see. Who is this now? This person made an error. Westmoreland Chamber WMC at odds over building plans. This is a story shared with us by Steve McDonald, and I'm not Steve McDonald in Toronto, Canada. So the story is Westmoreland Chamber WMC at odds over building plans. The Westmoreland Chamber of Commerce and Industry, WCCI, has demanded that the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, WMC, furnish housing development plans so entrepreneurs can strategize their business plans. But Bertel Moore, mayor of Savannah-Lamar, is not pleased that the Westmoreland business community amplified its call for the development plans in the media. Moore also said he's not in possession of development plans. The building projections that the WCCI seeks relate to a multitude of proposed housing projects that are scheduled to begin throughout the parish. Moses Chaibar, president of the WCCI, argued that the new developments will require them to provide supporting infrastructure. We as a parish together must now call on the municipal corporation to produce the development plan. It is no secret that houses are going to be built, as it was announced publicly by the Prime Minister. Plus, the municipal corporation should be aware because they approve developments, he stated. It has become very urgent that the development plan be produced so that we can now continue to construct it starting next year. The units are being developed under the National Housing Trust's NHT Guaranteed Purchasing Program in partnership with the principals of Sheffield Palms Development as part of their 113 housing project. Whatever it is, can we just do the right thing? What we know is the right thing when it comes on to developments in this country. Let's do the right thing. Because if we don't, it might come back like a ricochet and take us out, literally and figuratively. We know what the correct thing is. Just do it. Just do it. Thank you very much for your message and for sharing that story, Steve in Toronto, Canada. H. Morgan in Birmingham chimed in late yesterday afternoon and said, Mr. Malcolm, good afternoon. I have not reached out for some time now. I have a question.
Their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons. You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now 2:30. Your farm is more than just a farm. It's a career for you and your co-workers. It's income for Anthony on the corner of Main Street. It's nourishment for tables around Jamaica. Your farm is more than a farm. It's your promise to your family that you do everything you can to provide for them. At H&L Agro, your farm means everything to us. We support Jamaican farmers and landscapers with equipment, tools, and supplies needed for success. H&L Agro has solutions for a growing world, and we will help you grow your potential. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Move quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have been.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106, still streaming live on the.com, live on your smart devices all over the world, taking your calls on 876 922 411225. 876 922 411225. Here's a call coming in. Hello, good afternoon. Would you like to be on air? Okay. All right, let's go live. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please. Good afternoon.
And to your audience and your callers.
Thank you.
Mr. Marco,
Yes.
I was listening a station this morning on YouTube, and they were gloating about this drop in unemployment rate, the lowest we've got. Right? But that was the only figure that Statin announced. Statin also announced the gap, the trade gap between the import and the export.
Yeah, there are three different areas that were covered by Statistical Institute of Jamaica. You're right. One had to do with the trade gap, another the consumer price index,
Yes.
and the other one, what's the third? Oh, the labor market.
Yes. And the only positive, as positive is concerned, was on the drop in employment. But can you explain?
The drop in what?
Unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, because on the face of it, it seems like a good.
Mm-hmm.
But I listened to the guru, reason it out. Mr. Hyman. And he told me numbers. This is era employment and the numbers. I think he said 7,000 was only to the productive sector. The rest was, you got an idea in terms of how do we need to expand part then? Could you explain that to me?
It's because it's getting lower.
The unemployment rate has dropped drastically as they are growing.
So does that have an impact? Could that have an impact on PATH?
I'm asking the relationship then because the employment low is getting lower.
Mm-hmm.
People should be producing more, so you'll be less dependent on the social program then.
No, not necessarily producing more. If you, in terms of, there's no guarantee that it's automatic because you have more people. If you have more people in the workforce, it doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to have a greater level of production, for example.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like you explained. Because the numbers is at a menial level, like helpers. The people who work in a little Chinese supermarket and a little retail store.
They're not the only ones captured in the data.
No, but he will say, Marco, we've been doing it all along. The cheap labor, well, all right.
And so, what's that?
Why is it our labor law cannot respect the GIC rate? I guarantee the Chinese is not paying GIC rate on the products they're having. I guarantee that.
I have no access to that information, so I can't say I guarantee that. I don't know.
I do, sir. I do. Because I saw the communal representative on the initial skills.
But here's the thing now. None of this is going to help us, in terms of hitting out at the Chinese, the Japanese, or whoever else. I think we at 61, the maturity needs to be at a level where we recognize that we are behind. There's no doubt about that. We are behind. of our own will. It's we the people, and that doesn't exclude anyone who is a part of this country. But we the people determine how far we go. Yes.
Government has a lot to say in that, in terms of designing policy.
Yes, and we have been around long enough. I mean,
The minister announced only 47% equipment are there. And this is due largely, as he stressed, to lack of maintenance. So,
that's something we have always known in this country. But all we do is a lot of lip service. There's always a lot of lip service, and we keep coming back to the same point.
So the point is, if we can't be like Columbus now,
What's that?
even the minister acting like Columbus was discovering something that was already there. Where was the budget within his budget for maintenance?
Well, if there's no maintenance happening anyway, what will happen to the maintenance money, or what has happened to it?
But look, the layman could see that. So why couldn't they say that? How could you buy some equipment? I take it to land without maintenance. When you check your car almost every day for the oil level or the water level. Before you even turn the keys, huh?
Yeah, well, those in leadership will
They won't be around.
yeah, but the people will always be around from the standpoint. Yes, naturally people will die and more children are born and all of that. But the point is there will always be people, and the hope always, the effort is always to have a core of people with the necessary skill sets who are able to help the people of this country navigate their way out of the treacherous waters that we have been in for some time.
We will hope it's not a strategy.
Yeah, but I've heard that over and over, but that is but that yeah, yeah, but the fact of the matter, that is what is keeping us alive, whether you want to accept it or not. That is what is keeping us alive. What's that?
Of the West Indies, we ensure financially challenged students across the Caribbean are given increased access to
Thanks for holding. Please continue.
Yes, Dervan. What I mean by they feature the end of the fire.
Yes.
Because you know, Dervan, like you said, for 61 years, consideration, right?
Yes.
So therefore, now we're going to hold one now as well. We've been fooled all along. What really are your intentions? How are you going to actualize them?
Yes.
We don't want possibilities, we want probabilities now.
Fair enough.
We want a human element to affect possibility and make it possible.
That's right.
Where is the consideration? How are we going to do it? How are we going to move it? All right. Example, 47% equipment in Africa. Let's do half. It needs parity because there's a relationship between our labor force and productivity. We can't see the relationship. It's not the same way in the corruption. When you take money from here, you rob a lot of opportunities. And with the Pittsburgh Education Ministry, a few of those youth who are employed as packing or wrapping flour in the Chinese, they could be on their way to the welders or to add it as the money stay there. We want to see the bigger picture how it impacts and start coming down on them when they do the things that's alternative. Because just like the boys, sometimes crime is another word for need.
Yeah, well, naturally, man is a survivor, and man is going to do what he has to do.
So don't give him the opportunity. When you're easier providing it, it's like offering. There's a difference between offering and someone taking you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I don't hear the opposition sometimes making a whisper about the issues.
Yeah, well, they will tell you that they maybe can cite a couple of press releases and some clips to say that they have been making their voices heard, but people, but they might argue that, yeah, because people might be arguing that voice is not strong enough.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then if what you did just prevail, obviously the voice is not strong enough.
Yeah.
And then in the media world, they see how attractive it is to toe the line, government line, because you could be a senator or you could have a meteoric rise in the chase here. Dervan, have a good day.
Thank you.
I find the program very enlightening, interesting, and even humorous sometimes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the call. Thank you. Take care.
Sure.
Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Taking more of your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Lost that caller. Can we, well, the numbers once again, 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. So I was going through the archives as usual, and came across a situation where a whole town, well, we'll come back to that. Let's go to the phone lines once again, 876-922-4112-5. And again, the text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm.
Good afternoon.
Out of your kindness, please see what you can help me with. I am an eye patient, and I've been to UWI, I've been to KPH, I've been to Mandeville, and the machines are going to do the laser. and I'm diabetic, and the blood right now, I lose one eye and the other eye is full of blood. And they give me a letter to go to the private doctor, but I can't help myself. I don't have the money. I don't know if you can get a written work.
How does that, sorry to cut you, but how does that process work? You are already registered with the National Health Fund, is that it? And then you are therefore you're therefore entitled to benefit from was it not totally free? Is it totally free medication?
No, you have to pay some small. But I am in problem. I have to be from Portmore to St. Elizabeth where my daughter is. So to get around, it is very difficult for me not seeing.
From Portmore to St. Elizabeth, you said?
Yes, I am where my daughter is now.
Oh,
But she is struggling too, so I am in problem.
yes. Oh boy.
For my health to be because, all those big stones on the bridge there.
Yes.
It's me all them, and I work very hard over that side there. Nobody lift a finger for me.
Which means you should have been in a better position at this stage.
Yes, sir.
Oh dear.
I started at $7 per week. When I sometimes when I'm hungry, I have to go at the back road, on the dark road here, drop cane and look Harman. That's how I start. So I suffered until I own a truck. I give a man to work it. The man sell the truck behind me. And I bring him to the court give him 7 years to pay me. And it's going 10 years now, it's denying me to earn.
Oh boy.
So I didn't get paid. I paid all police to hold the man, and no, nothing. And there's no help. I tried to get help, but can't get any. Nobody cover for me.
So at this stage, what would be the ideal hand of assistance? What would that look like? What?
Well, it's very good for someone if I have some good mind to help me, but I don't know if that's why I put my voice out there.
But this is the thing now, because for how long? I mean, how sustainable is that? That's what I'm trying to think.
Oh, I cannot
In other words, it the ideal thing is not for you necessarily to be given breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day.
Yes, sir, you know that. Sometimes I'm hungry, I feel like crying.
So it starts at that point. Food, something to eat. So are you able to cook?
Sometimes when the blood kind of this is a liquor.
That's the blood in the eye.
Yes.
Oh dear.
By blood.
I'm thinking of. Have you ever been to the poor relief department?
No,
Because they seem to have some kind of program. And this is in Portmore. You say you're between Portmore and St. Elizabeth.
I'm in St. Elizabeth right now.
Mm.
So I went to the Mandeville hospital on Wednesday night.
Mm.
I think they have machines. The machines don't do their own. They test my eyes. Give me a letter to go to the private doctor. But I cannot find the money.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going further down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh dear. All right.
If we can get any response.
All right. We'll see if we can if we can get anybody at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. That's where I'm thinking of right now in terms of. So there is that. There's the poor relief department as well of the municipal corporation, depending on where you are.
But Mr. Malcolm,
Uh-huh.
a lot of people suffering with their eyes, and I don't hear anybody calling. What? I don't hear anybody voice. Put their voice.
Well, we're told that about, is it 300,000 people with diabetes in Jamaica, but only half of them know that they have diabetes or something like that. So there is that as well.
And Mr. Malcolm, there's another problem again, the COVID.
Sorry, can you?
Yes.
Thank you, and you too. Take care. And we have your contact information, so that's a good thing as well. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Pora 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Let's see if we can clear, or let's go to the phone lines again, 876-922-4112 to 5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Good afternoon.
Thanks to the news.
Loud and clear.
They shall cry aloud, and honor the Son. Most high, last life, yeah, Rastafari. You could speak a little bit today about our Africanness, you know, the African diaspora, my honorable brothers and sisters. We just love to hear, we see and where we see a go on in a world up here right now. We see France, America, England, and all these colonizers. You know that we stand up to say we don't want France in our country no more. You know, and then to come out, some of us say we don't want them long. And now them raging war against us. You know? We tell them so we don't want them take out no more the wealth and resources out of Africa. You know? And then France decide them now left the interest down there, you know? The gold and the uranium and they want out of Africa. So we want to know what is our fear. You know, because we see the African diaspora in general, you know, because we see some puppet presidents in Africa, like the Nigerian president and ECOWAS.
Why do you refer to the Nigerian president as in the way you have?
And also African Union, you know, the whole of them who take side with France and America, you know, all of these presidents, you know, they are the puppet, American puppet, you know, because now we don't hear them come out and say publicly and say France must leave Africa. You know, the white men to leave out of Africa in this judgment. That's how we say and that's how we move. Because them scramble Africa amongst themselves.
How do you propose to do that?
Going on as the honorable professor. I would love your take and what you hear going on in Nigeria. I'm listening. Why?
No, I have not been that immersed as far as the story of Niger or Niger is concerned. I'm not immersed. No, we don't want to do it piece a piece.
No, that's why the copy, I don't attack certain things already. So that's why the copy, I edify yourself also and our honorable listeners.
No, I'm more curious to hear your perspective.
Yeah, so we're calling upon the Nigerian embassy so that we step down, you know, it is not worthy of that office, you know. And also African Union, you know, and ECOWAS. But they want to call themselves, all of them are American puppet and British puppet, you know. And a man can stand up and say the white men to come out of Africa, play the wrong with them to iron and stop people. Hibernation, this judgment, you know, then colonize. We can stand up and demand our rights as Marcus Garvey must reach for the stars of equality and justice that is in Africa for us, knowing that Africa is the world great basket. Africa has everything we want. See them a fight over with the Chinese, the Russians, America, England, the whole of them a fight anyway. And what they want to do so, and we continue the wealth and resources, you know, and by any means, you know, and any one of us as African leader, who stand up to see an independent black continent. Them assassinate them. Where was NATO and African Union and the president of Nigeria when done democracy? A mash up in this judgment, a set of judgment, black, white, Hollywood, textile in America, and England and France. We continue to drain out Africa, have African subjects all over the world and suffer in this judgment, in a poverty. Yeah? Why these nations so wicked? Anyway, our father say, them work is finished already, Babylon is done fall already, but the man taking the cut them off. And a black sons and daughters, we have said them, So, in case of that, we have to go and negotiate who these people is, America and England, who is to wear arms and gloves,
All right.
It comes up and then table with them rub and rape with Madame Royal man and eagle and have it to themselves. No gold mine with the America and England. Get them up the biggest gold reserve in this judgment,
Just be careful that you don't become the people you condemn, though. You condemn. Be careful that you don't become the people you condemn. Well, your position is quite clear. Thank you very much for your input. Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Here's a message from Miss Dell. She says, good evening, Mr. Dervan. If unemployment is at 4.5%, isn't that a good start? Or do we need to bring back Omar Davies to run with it and the FinSAC situation? Even when something positive is happening, some of us are against it. Why some of us not happy? More people are employed. Thank you for your message, Miss Dell. Here is another one. Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. The Office of the Integrity Commissioner is independent of the government and works to reconcile private interests and public duties to encourage a culture of integrity among elected officials and public servants. And it is also an ethics commission. Neville, otherwise known as Salah, says, Dervan, the caller is right. If that the unemployment rate is that low, why are more people on par? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
You remember me?
No.
I saw you out at the fire station in Waterford.
Oh, that Miss Shirley.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, when I was listening to the radio a while ago, and tears actually come to my eyes because I was thinking, and when I heard that man a while ago, I was saying that the government or Minister of Health are in charge. They have to get up now and stand up on their feet, Dervan, because people in Jamaica is suffering, They must fix up the public hospital, them man in the 14 parishes, and the people can get help. It's not everybody out there man can afford the private doctors because when I go to the private doctors, it's 6,000 something I have to pay to my eyes. Thank God for born of a child, and two of them that really stand by and help me. That by RSI couldn't go there neither. And if you don't have 7,000 and 8,000 to see the specialist, you cannot see them. And when you see them, they're
316 on Power 106.
Farmers having issues with beet armyworm, diamondback moth larvae,
Thanks for holding. Please continue.
Yes, Dervan. I used to go to the public hospital to, the ENT clinic too. And it's true, you have to go get up early in the morning and you have to wait all day and the crowd is there and whatever I feel it. And sometimes if I didn't have the money would help people, I would help. I
Yes.
feel it, man. You know. When I heard that man a while ago, tears nearly come to my eyes. If anybody can help, them can really help. Because people is suffering. Am I right, Dervan?
Yes. Some people are hurting. Yes.
Dervan, could you speak up for me?
People are hurting. Yes.
Yes, because, I listen to you every Saturday morning early as long as I wake in my Dervan, and I listen to you every day. Every day. I don't call, but I listen. You know? But Dervan, I feel it, man. Something need to happen. Poor people is suffering too much, man. The money not there to do everything these days. And you go to the public hospital for help, you cannot get it. Machine not working, this not working. The long appointment people have to get. Oh God, Dervan.
It's tough.
What you saying, Dervan?
It's tough. It's tough.
Pardon?
Yes. Some people have it really rough.
I'm not hearing your word.
Is it raining where you are?
I'm not hearing your support.
Is it raining where you are?
No, not raining.
Yes. I was saying some people have it really rough.
But I'm hearing about it low. It low. So, everyone, that's I just want to call to give the feelings, to let you know how much I feel it for the people and, use myself sometimes, but I'm not so well sometimes, but, sometimes, we just have to hold on to the aim of God, of the God garment, Durban, because we are living in a perilous time now, hard time, serious time, Durban. And I'm appealing, and I want to appeal to the young men, make a change, show where they gone, carry them, go put down at the police station door, and change up your life and turn over your life to the Lord. And I think God will love that. Everyone have a good day.
Same to you. Thank you for the call.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. MJam on YouTube says, Dervan, I missed that issue with the man with a medical issue. Sorry to use the word issue in one sentence. Yes, it's a caller who has been trying to get treatment for one of his eyes, uh, at one that appears to be bloodshot, and on account of diabetes. And he has told us that he has been from University Hospital of the West Indies to the Kingston Public Hospital to Mandeville Regional Hospital, and the laser machine isn't working, he tells us, at these different institutions that he has visited. He has been from Portmore to St. Elizabeth, he tells us. So we have his details, and we are going to see who at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, which individual department or unit will be able to assist this man. In the meantime, continuing some other messages that have come up. Consumer Affairs Commission saying masterclass is in session. Thank you for always making your program so richly enlightening. CAC family saying hello to you and your listeners. Thank you very much. And Inez Ayona Campbell is greeting everybody. Good afternoon. Jessica says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm and listeners. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad. And let's go to the phone lines once again. 876 let's go 876-922-4112-5. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
How are you?
I am fine, thanks, Mr. Francis. And you?
Not too bad. I'm at home, not so well, but
Hope you feel better
There's a
soon.
man who called about the idea, you see?
Yes.
There was a Cuban eye care operator from St. Joseph Hospital somewhere there, which has been activated about 3 months ago. It has been a very good place for him to see if he could get a letter urgently from the doctor or the ministry to get there and do his eyes because I've had some eye problem there and some have been there. Thank God I'm doing well.
Where is that?
The Cuban eye care.
Where?
Cuban government.
Where? Yes, yes. Where?
In Kingston, sir.
Is that at National Chest Hospital?
It used to be there. I don't know if it's still there, but it used to be there. But it was dissolved a little bit and was reopened 3-4 months ago by the minister. But I know that from St. Joseph Hospital, that's where I went and did my operation, a part of the same Cuban eye care. So really, he could get somebody to help him to find about the operation. And they have hundreds of machines, and their charge is free, and they are good workers. And this is a very important place because can you tell me something, sir? Well, I was probably about 40 coming down. I'm an old man now. And KPH and University Hospital and Mandeville and all this place can't put in a machine to do a proper eye care for people. You go there, you tell me that the machine break down. So what is it down for? Where is the generalship with this? When them send you, I have to go somewhere to send me nearly $15,000. And when I go there, I don't want to know further than that, and I'm still alive. But what I'm saying, the minister of it, and the government, the prime minister, the people who are running the country, years come, people go to KPH and machine and working. Can't do it, but why not die machine? Why not trust a machine? Why not go to some rich country and beg them some machine? I mean, the people are going to just walk, look with that man live. That man live in the country and to come here to, and with uncertainty, it's not nice. But I can assure you that the Cuban eye care is operating. It is free. They have all the machine in the world, and you will get some psychological time, but they did not believe that. And I'm asking you to know that, sir. Send it to the family from him. And I'm really disappointed about how the government is behaving, right? The tough time need to wake up, prime minister need to wake up. All right, they want my money that they get the other day. A lot of that money, a quarter of that money could buy a machine and put in the hospital. Okay, they go to KPH. And they are sending the man to Mandeville, and they know that Mandeville will have a machine. But they give knowledge that they go there.
He didn't. What he said was the machines weren't working, not that there was none.
Sir, I'm okay as a patient, and I have been in this place.
No, I'm just telling you what the caller said.
Well, I'm telling you what I know, that they're telling me the same thing.
Yes. So why are you being selfish with the airtime? You told you shared your experience, and then I'm telling you what the caller said. So why are you getting so hot under the collar? That's unnecessary, Mr. Francis. That's unnecessary. That's not necessary. That's not necessary. That's not necessary.
I'm not cursing anybody, and I'm not respecting anybody. I'm government will come before the government fix these machines in the hospital. And enough money here, the economy is doing well and good. We are calling on the government to take care of the machine. When I'm leave Moody and come to Kingston, and he seeks medical thing was done, and let everyone give it that the machine is not working. He must go to university. When he goes there, it's not working. And when he goes to marry, it's not working. What sort of professional we have the good people need to be emancipated? And I'm calling on the government, Jim Francis, United Union, calling on Prime Minister, calling on Minister of Health to get some machine put in that will for people. There's a lot of people out there need help. And if they can't do it, leave the work or resign or let somebody else come in as a government who can do it. People are suffering. So I'm just calling to support the gentleman. The Cuban I care, pretty good. Not taking my little time. All the machines are there and the good doctors are there. Before I close off on you, I would like to find out from you if you think that it's a good thing. Now that we have 22, 23 years, 21 years of independence and some years of emancipation. I'm calling on the government to use this year.
Did you say 23 years of independence?
After 21, I don't want to miss the day. No, man. Remember, say, as a union, I have a million things to do. And if that gentleman wants some food stuff, the one that's got the eye problem, tell him to link me at 376-9374. I can give him rice, can give him bean, I can give him a canned bean. I have a thing with the food for the poor for 50 people every month, and I would sort of bring him into the poor so he could get food. And that's why that poor house driver is fine.
376-9374, you said?
Yes, first again the number, eh? I want to go on, I need to resign and both of them. We completely understand. If you have a machine to do nothing at all, can you imagine for the week?
Thank you for your offer of assistance, Mr. Francis. Thank you for your offer of assistance. We'll help you to make the connection with the patient. All right. Thank you for the call. We have to go to the break. Take care.
Help us protect Jamaica's borders. Tell us about any illegal guns coming through customs-controlled areas. Call Crime Stop at 311. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 3:30.
Supreme Real Estate license.
Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all avidity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness, beyond the wholesome discipline. Be gentle to yourself. You are a child of the universe. No less than the stars. You have a
Yeah. Okay.
Less than the trees and the stars.
avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For all but and lesser persons than yourself.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, both sides of the story. Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And guess what's back? Our This is Jamaica segment is back here on both sides of the story, Power 106 FM. And who better to tell us all about it than the president of This is Jamaica, Adriana Clark. Good afternoon. How are you? I am fine, thanks. Thank you so much for joining us here on both sides of the story. Pleasure to be able to speak with you again, in fact. And we for those unfamiliar with the organization, This is Jamaica. That's where we'd like to start this afternoon. What is This is Jamaica?
whole premise, our whole purpose is to empower the children in Jamaica to restore and preserve their Jamaican culture through poetry and also through creative art. So we're offering for children, we've seen so many talented, we know that there are so many talented and gifted children in Jamaica, and our organization is planned on bringing out that talent within our children and allowing them a chance and a platform to showcase their Jamaican culture.
How has that been going so far as you're aware?
Yes, well, so far so good. We're in our prime time now, so we've begun the poetry competition that we have annually. So we have begun that. Registration is now open for students ages 16 to 17 throughout Jamaica as long as they're registered in school. So we've already begun. So we're hitting the ground running, but it's been a great experience. We've gathered our executive board together, our executive team together. So we've all been working and talking with one another, just trying to get this poetry competition and the scholarship underway. So we're super excited, and we've already got a few. We've already have a few submissions, about 11 submissions so far. So we're looking forward to this year to getting, boosting the awareness out in the schools in Jamaica, so that we can get an amount number of applicants. So we're looking forward to it. All is going well so far. We do have our submission date. I did want to let everyone know that our submission date is Friday, September 15th. So that's when we'll be collecting all of the final submissions. And let me break it down just in case, Mr. Malcolm.
Yes.
Just in case the listeners may not know exactly what the competition is.
Sure.
Start there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so the competition is a poetry competition where the students submit a video of them reciting the poem "This is Jamaica," written by our founder Peter Gracie. So they recite the poem, and they're able. What the great thing about the competition is, it allows for creativity within the children. So they are able to say the poem. They can say it how they want to. They can express it how they like. I've even seen some submissions. Different videography. They can get as creative as possible. We're just looking for creativity. So they just recite "This is Jamaica." So all of this can be found on our website, thisisjamaica.org. They can see the rules and the regulations, and they're also able to register for the competition on there.
And you seem to have struck a partnership with the Jamaican American Association of Central Florida in presenting the 2023 edition of the This is Jamaica Poetry Scholarship Competition.
Oh yes, the Jamaican American Association of Central Florida, they are our title sponsor for this year. So we are super excited to be working with them and connecting with them. They are a wonderful and very active organization here in Central Florida. And ultimately their purpose as well is to build leaders and for our children in Jamaica. So it's great to work alongside them. We're super excited to have them as our title sponsor this year. And we're also looking and working towards teaming up with other nonprofits to help bring awareness to the need of poetry in schools, and also using it as a way to brand Jamaica. We also looking forward to and planning on working with the Jamaican Poets Board, because we do believe that, as we build leaders and as we lift our children up for the future and we allow them to preserve that culture, that people come and travel to Jamaica. People love Jamaica for the people, for the island, and for the culture. So, we're all just about boosting our children to keep preserving that culture. So, we're super excited to have Jamaican American OCF on our side this year.
Absolutely. And you seem to also have the blessing of Jamaica's Consul General based in Miami, Florida, with responsibility for 13 states. Mr. R. Oliver Mayer, good afternoon. How are you?
Very good, Dervan. Happy to be on. Good afternoon to all your could sing. She's really a songbird. Daughter of the late Ronnie Ross, and lots of great talent coming out from Jamaica land. We love. Happy to be on the program. Happy to encourage the art. I'm a fan of the art.
Yes.
And congratulations to Peter Grace and the team. We also have persons like Malachi Smith, who was doing a poetry tour in Jamaica. And, we just really highlighting the work of the arts and the importance of it. I was at the university 2 years ago, the #1 university for innovation in Arizona. And they made the point that one of the reasons why they are #1 is that when they have their table of decision makers, they have somebody from the science, they always have somebody from the arts. Critically thinking for someone from the arts to be at the table, at the decision making table. And it has really made a difference in terms of the type of solutions that have been brought forward, and they're really pushing that. And so I want to encourage persons listening, if your children have a leaning towards the arts, support them, because the art is what communicates to the heart. Art, the heart. And so congrats to all our poets on the work that they continue to do in the community.
And you generally, obviously, have the the organizers generally have the blessings of the office of the consul general ordinarily, but is it that there's a little extra boost, a little extra push, a little extra association this year?
Well, what I would say, Dervan, I mean, I try to, each event I go to, I try to give 100% support. I was at the ball in Central Florida last week. We had 4 balls in the community, and try to get to each one and support. And we have over 75 different alumni groups here in South Florida. And so, though I'm a championite and a Wolmerian, all schools are important to me. And for each one, when I go there, that is the most important school for me. And that is gives them a new framework for persons to hear different aspects of our culture, especially when it speaks to Jamaica. But we have in addition to the very talented people, we have a lot of talented artists in the community. And so I try to support as many as possible, as is physically possible, and to ensure that art get the prominence that it deserves. And certainly this is a program going into the schools, allowing our young people. I mean, there is one, Courtney Greaves, who was, I think she was the winner last year, and she
or the year before, I think, is it?
Year before. Mm-hmm. And she passed to go to Campion College, and she and I speak from time to time, and she has been such a lovely find in the Visit Jamaica program. Mm-hmm. And so Peter Grace is following his passion and his vision, and I commend him for that, and I encourage persons listening on to use this as an example of following your individual calling, wherever that is. God has given us the individual